Hey, how's it going, everyone? Pogo Science here. Thank you so much for stopping on by, as always, you guys. And we have a new cup coming on Mondays, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Element Cup, first time ever. This cup will only allow you to have Pokemon that are grass, fire, or water typing. And there's a CP limit of 500. And this Pokemon has to be a Pokemon that can evolve. And has to be on the basic stage. So a lot of little type Pokemon, similar to Little Cup, you guys, from Season 5. And we're on PV Poke right now. We're going to discuss a lot of different tips, discussing a lot of different Pokemon, and then I'll be providing you guys a list of the Pokemon that I believe are worth investing in for this Element Cup that will save you a lot of Stardust, so stay tuned for that. But before we hop into that, I want to go ahead and see if you guys can drop that like, comment, and subscribe for Pogo Science. I would appreciate it so much. So let's go ahead and hop into some tips, you guys. Right off the bat, I need to tell you guys a quick tip about the typings, which I think is going to be the most important thing in this video. If there's anything in this video that you listen to, please listen to this, and then you can maybe go watch another YouTuber. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the tips, and check out the typings, you guys. How many Electro-type Pokemon do you think are in this cup? Only one, Chinchou, you guys. Chinchou is the best counter, in my opinion, to Ducklett, probably. Running Spark, Thunderbolt, Bubble Beam. Ducklets are double super weak to electricity, so Spark will be doing twice the amount of damage. Spark, of course, as many of you guys know, running it on like a magneton. It's the same move, generates energy super fast. I think Chinchou is actually one of those Pokemon I actually think you can maybe survive with just Spark and Bubble Beam. It can do a lot of damage. It handles the fire types because it's resisting everything with the water, and then it does so well against Ducklets, which is huge. It beats Tentacles, it beats other water types, so it beats fire and it can beat water, so that's 2/3 of pretty much everything. The only one you have to really watch out for, of course, is the grass. You're going to get destroyed by grass. You don't have a move that can even hit it for neutral, which is a little unfortunate, but I think Chinchou, if you can carry its own weight, it will definitely be a very heavy hitter in this cup. But let's go back to the typing, you guys. How many steel type Pokemon do you guys think are in this cup? Just one, Feral Seed. Feral Seed is another Pokemon actually that would actually hard wall Ducklett, but it actually loses to it. Why? Because Feral Seed actually has no grass type moves, you guys. You heard that right. Feral Seed has no grass type moves. All it has is steel type moves and a normal type move. Why? I do not know. So it actually is not a viable option, unfortunately, in this cup. But let's keep moving on along, you guys. Fairy, you guys. How about fairies? Connie. Connie's number 2, and it's the only fairy in this cup running Charm as well, so it's going to be a very strong Pokemon. And I think fast move damage will be super huge in this cup. Charm, Smackdown, even Razor Leaf to a certain extent will be very strong. I highly suggest winning Switch in this cup. I think it's really huge. In the Little Cup, winning Switch was very big. So definitely invest your shields in early. Don't feel like you have to save your shields for the back end, because I think a lot of people are actually going to run really balanced teams. What that means is having one grass, one fire, and one water. So I think it's going to be very important to make sure you win lead, especially if the lead is tied. So if you throw out a water and your opponent has a water type Pokemon, it's very imperative that you can come out ahead in that matchup, because then you can align your grass type or your fire type with the grass type, right? And then you can align in the reverse for the remaining Pokemon. Even if you're down a shield, you can probably still come out on top as long as your typings are correct. As you see, a lot of Pokemon are not really running moves like a grass type Pokemon isn't really running like a water type move, right? It's not happening a whole lot in this cup. So everything's going to be pretty standard. Just make sure that you win the lead matchup. That's very important, especially when you tie. If you lose the lead, then so be it, because of the typing went up. But if it's tied, you gotta win that lead matchup, you guys. It's very important. And I want to just go ahead and touch base on a couple of other typings. Fighting, none. How about Ghost? 2 of them. How about Dark? 2 of them. So there's not a whole lot of dual typings. The 2 most common dual types you guys will see in this cup will be poisons. And you see a lot of grass types are poison, and even Tentacool is a poison type Pokemon, so that's pretty interesting. Tentacool is rated actually pretty high on this list. And then there's a couple of rock type Pokemons as well. Rock types will of course handle all the flying type moves from the Ducklett, but being rock is also weak to water, so it's kind of like a give and take a little bit there. So keep that in mind. Ammonite, however, Omni and Kabuto are a little different because they're water and rock, so keep that in mind. So they can actually, well, actually technically, Binnacle and Lowleaf are grass, right? Actually, I don't know what Binnacle is. What is Binnacle's typing? Someone let me know in the comments below, what is Binnacle typing? Isn't it? I would think it's like bug and rock, but I could be totally off. I mean, if it's bug and rock, it shouldn't be in this cup, but somehow it made its way through, so good for it. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the cheap Pokemon, you guys, that you guys should consider making. Barboach, rated 56. I'm not too high on, like, you know, falling ratings in terms of PvPoke's rating for Element Cup. Nothing against PvPoke, of course, but I think this cup is going to be so wide open that you can really win with any Pokemon as long as you got the right combo and as long as you play correctly. So Mudshot, Mudbomb, Aqua Tail, it's really running a moveset pretty similar to its evolved form Wishcash, except instead of Blizzard, it has Aqua Tail. This is actually a Pokemon you probably still survive with just one move, but the second move is only 10,000 Stardust, which is super cheap. So definitely consider getting a Barboach. Worth having two moves, I guess. The main important thing I think you really want the Mud Bomb for is for the Chinchou matchups, which I do think there will be a ton of Chinchous. So definitely have some Chinchou counters as well. We established that Chinchou is the only Electric-type Pokemon, so having a Mud Bomb will be pretty darn good and can come in pretty darn handy. But keep in mind, Mud Bomb was also super effective on your Fire types too. So if you are going to run one move, probably the Mud Bomb. I would go with the Mud Bomb. Because Aqua Tail will get resisted by Ducklett either way, so you're pretty much sitting at a loss. There's nothing really you can do anyways. You're still going to lose the Ducklett and all the grass types, so there's really no need. Grass types will also resist the water as well. So I would go with Mudshot, Mud Bomb, but you have the luxury of getting two moves if you want. Up to you. Another Pokemon as we talked about earlier, fast move damage, right? Shadow Slowpoke rated 25 on PvPoke right now. The reason why I like Slowpoke so much is because Confusion is not going to get resisted by much. We established there's only one Steel type Pokemon, there's only two Dark types, and there's actually only two Psychic types. And of course against a Psychic it kind of cancels itself out, right? Being Slowpoke being a Psychic as well. Execute I think is the only other one. It of course handles all the fire type Pokemon, and then it handles the occasional poison Pokemon you'll be seeing, like Bulbasaur. So I think Slowpoke can really dominate a lot of different matchups. And the water typing is actually pretty interesting, of course, because you're going to be resisting water, you'll be resisting fire, and you'll be doing a lot of neutral damage. So Slowpoke could be a very big difference maker on your team. So, and another Pokemon I like a lot, Slugma, rated number 30. Rock Throw, once again, heavy, fast move damage, you guys. And this is a Pokemon that, like Slowpoke, I forgot to mention, you only need to have one move. I think Slowpoke has Side Shock, that's the move I would go for. Slugma running Rock Throw and maybe like something like Flame Charge is good enough. Rock Throw, super effective damage. It's a fire type Pokemon that can beat Ducklett. How cool is that, you guys? So it can beat Ducklett, of course handles its other fire type Pokemon or other fire type moves. Surprisingly, it actually loses some of the grass types because it's also part rock, I believe. Actually, is Slugma part rock? Oh no, it's pure fire actually, I believe. Is there a secondary typing to this? So I forget if PvPoke adds second typings on this view, but if it's only pure fire, then I think having Flame Charge could flip some of the matches. This of course is these scenarios are based off of one shield scenario, but rock type moves are also really strong in this cup because, like we mentioned, only one steel, there's no fighters, and there's only a couple of ground type Pokemon I think in this cup as well. So rock type moves are very solid, and I want to keep on going along that tangent. Is that Cluncher, you guys? Cluncher, yes. Cluncher has Smackdown. Cluncher is going to be quietly destroying the meta. Ducklett, as you see right there, takes care of it. And then it handles all the water type Pokemon, or all the fire type Pokemon, because we forget, rock is super effective to fire as well. Let's not forget about that, right? It's doing a ton of neutral damage to pretty much everything else. No one really resists it. It handles the #1 Pokemon in the league. It handles all the fires. It's a water type Pokemon, so it can hang in there against other water type Pokemons as well. And it's pure water, so it's not taking super effective damage from other water Pokemon, or taking neutral at all. So it's going to hang in there and do a lot of neutral damage in return. With one move, I would go with probably Crabhammer. It is a lot more heavy hitting, and you'll probably only get to one move, considering you're running Smackdown. So that's the one I would go for. And then the last thing to know, of course, is that keep in mind all the starter Pokemon. I'm talking Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Turtwig, um, Tepig, all these Pokemon are going to be only 10,000 Stardust to unlock the second move, so it might be worth the investment if you really want to dive deep into this element cup. So thank you so much, you guys, for stopping on by and listening to all these tips. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys take away something. And good luck to every single person out there watching this video for the element cup. I appreciate you stopping on by. And if you haven't done so already, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe for Poke Science. I would appreciate it so much. So I look forward to see how you guys all do. And good luck to everyone. Take care.